Good afternoon. I think I've got about 15 minutes now. It's going to be much crisper than that. Yes, I'd like to introduce you to Adelan, a fuel cell company. We're based in Birmingham. We were established in 1996, so we're over 20 years old. I'm a co-founder, and we're now making these systems and selling into certain markets. So I want to talk you through those. Most of them are portable power markets, but of course with a portable system, you can always put it down and leave it as a stationary system. So it's much harder to go from a stationary to a portable system. So if I could just introduce us, we're roughly, well, just over 50% funded by commercial projects, but the grant-funded projects are all listed there. Innovate UK has funded us around £300,000 over the years, and European Union has funded us over £1 million. The Chinese government has also funded us over the last 2 or 3 years, and so that's meant that funding to date is just over 5.5 million, and as I said, 50% of that, roughly, is coming from commercial projects, which we can't talk about. We don't do any marketing. We have a website, but that's the only marketing that we do. And our products have 4 customer benefits. We generate power. That's what most customers want. But we also generate heat, which is capturable, and that can be used for cooling. And the 4th benefit that we found with most people is the noise benefit. So with noisy generators, then the fuel cell lends itself to quiet operation. And we think there are 6 real markets. There are others that are at the early stages, but there are 6 real markets that we know about. And we have 8 staff really focused on one of them at the moment. The technology is a ceramic tube. These tubes are stacked into a box and integrated into a product. So it's a reasonably simple process. We've got 2 patents on the current product, and we think this camper van product has really got some a reasonably large market. It offers the customer a way of recharging the battery that's on board the camper van. And I always say, wherever I see a battery, I see the opportunity for a fuel cell, because a fuel cell is an ideal way to extend the range of a battery, for example, on a vehicle. In this particular application, people want to go wild camping. They don't want to plug in. They don't want to go to a campsite. They can extend the range of their trip to a week or 2 weeks using this fuel cell. And it's running on an onboard fuel, which is LPG. Of course, that's very analogous to the marine market that was talked about earlier, and the inland waterway market as well. So we think those are clear analogous markets we can move into quickly. And the one that everybody loves is the UAV market, but that's very unpredictable at the moment, and we have worked with people working on UAVs. However, it's very difficult to predict the numbers of sales going forwards in civilian applications. The main point about this is the camper van market is a growth market. It's worth a lot of money, and it's surprisingly interesting as a market. It's obviously global, with EU and America being the main markets. And if you look at the addressable market for this product, looking at an integrated system and a retrofitted system at quite low numbers penetration into the market, camper vans are interesting, sailing is very interesting, the rest of the marine. So you've also got off-grid and utility vehicles. So you see there's a real market for this product, and many of the people in these markets have said this is a market waiting for a product. There's also a microgrid product that we're working on with an Innovate UK grant, and that is working with China to look at a backup fuel cell, which is in a hybridized system with solar and a battery technologies, and that's in a home. So the growth plan, we're looking for 6 million. We've secured some investment recently, and that's very exciting. We're at TRL 7 at the moment. We want to push forwards to 9. We're building the team. We're building industrial partnerships, so we're particularly interested in speaking to people in OEMs or microgrid applications or gas generation systems, because we think we might be able to integrate those technologies in. And so we've secured that stage 1 investment. We're now looking to expand that into stage 2, which is more sales driven and an outsourced manufacturing model. And then the third stage is to focus on productivity, and that's with UK manufacturing. So we've got great support from our global network. We've got fantastic support from the Midlands Engine, which is extremely exciting, and DIT as well. And we're looking to take this as far as we can. Thank you very much.